Welcome to Lesson 5, focusing on the rules of the air, specifically visual flight rules. We'll be understanding VFR, airspace classifications, and visual meteorological conditions minima. VFR flying follows the see and avoid principle, controlling the aircraft by external reference. European standards are harmonized under SIRA. Legally, VFR operation requires specific visual meteorological conditions, or VMC, to be fully achieved at all times. VMC involves analyzing flight visibility, distance from clouds, and altitude variables. VMC is defined by horizontal and vertical criteria based on the flight level or altitude and the airspace class. The two main parameters are flight visibility, assessed by the pilot in command, and distance from cloud. Note that aircraft weight, power types, and pilot certification do not affect VMC boundaries. At or above 10,000 feet AMSL, VMC Minima universally requires 8 kilometers flight visibility. Cloud separation must be 1,500 meters horizontally and 300 meters vertically. The ICAO standard uses feet for vertical distance and meters or kilometers for horizontal distance and visibility. Think of the lowercase letter f for feet being tall, hence indicating height or altitude, while the letter m for meters is long and short, indicates distances. Between 3,000 feet and 10,000 feet AMSL, the VMC minima for all airspace classes is 5 kilometers visibility, 1,500 meters horizontal distance from cloud, and 1,000 feet vertical separation. These conditions change significantly below the 3,000 foot baseline. Below 3,000 feet AMSL, VMC parameters split. In controlled airspace, it remains 5 kilometers visibility with 1,500 meters horizontal and 1,000 feet vertical separation. In uncontrolled airspace, it is 5 kilometers visibility, clear of cloud, and with the surface in sight, waiving the separation constraints. Reduced VMC criteria are permitted in uncontrolled airspace at or below 3,000 feet AMSL if authorized. For fixed-wing aircraft at speeds up to 140 knots, visibility is reduced to 1,500 meters. For helicopters, visibility is reduced to 800 meters, provided they maintain clear of cloud and the surface remains continually in sight. This table summarizes the VMC criteria based on the altitude or level band and airspace class, illustrating the required flight visibility and distance from cloud constraints. Take a moment to study it carefully, as this is often a source of examination questions at PPL and ATPL level air law examinations. VFR flights in control zones have specific aerodrome weather constraints. Flights cannot take off, land, or join the circuit if the cloud ceiling is less than 450 meters, or 1,500 feet, or if ground visibility is less than 5 kilometers. These are monitored by air traffic control. To summarize the VFR foundations, you must meet the absolute requirement of staying within legal VMC boundaries. Remember, the strategic separation limits scale, and that center operations require absolute 5 kilometers visibility and 1,500 foot ceiling thresholds for airfield security.